right. Welcome, team. Episode 9 of our podcast. I'm here with Alwyn and our guest today, Shaun. Shaun, bro.
Man.
Shaun Steiner, man. One of the bodybuilders of one of the best bodybuilders of our generation, probably, in our country, actually.
I think one of the bodybuilders that didn't get that recognized in the country.
Underrated,
for various reasons. Very underrated.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
Bro,
yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, pleasure to be on, guys. Thanks for having me.
All good, bro. Shaun, I've known you for years now, man. Shaun and I went to the same high school, Hamilton Boys. And
Awesome.
Shaun's going to obviously explain a little bit about that, but that's where we sort of got to know each other. But we were never really in the same friend group. It was not like we disliked each other or anything.
Nah.
It was just the
That's
circumstance.
such a big school, bro. Like, there was so many different groups, there's, 2,500 students?
Bro, yeah.
That's huge.
Oh.
Yeah.
What school is this?
Hamilton Boys.
Hamilton Boys.
Yeah.
Right.
The GOAT school.
Exactly.
Wow.
Better
I'm
than
from
Auckland
Auckland.
Grammar. Alwyn, it's better than Auckland Grammar.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I think we do, bro. But yeah, bro.
Wow,
So
crazy.
yeah. Hey, dude. I mean, we've seen each other over the years and stuff. Obviously, I think there was a specific time as well where you were going to the uni gym, while you were at uni as well, and I'd see you there training hard with a good friend of ours as well, Matt Adams, who was actually in my uni class as well. So it's been good. I remember when you did your first comp with him. I can't remember which year it was, but it's been great to see your progress, man, all the way from high school the way up until you became Mr NZ for IFBB. You know, that was pretty cool. Mr Junior NZ, if I remember correctly. So yeah, man, it's been great to sort of see that journey, and it's very inspiring. So it'll be great to sort of dig deep into that and get to know you, get to know more about you, and get the listeners to get to know more about you. So do you want to just talk about your childhood, bro? Just give us an idea of the way you were sort of raised and all the way up until now.
Yeah, bro. So as you touched on, Hamilton Boys High School. So I came from a little town called Tugaroa. So I did my primary school and intermediate through there, and then decided to go to Hamilton Boys and in the boarding hostel.
Nice.
And then spent 5 years there, where obviously I met you, Nash, and range of different sports through school. Just played cricket, rugby, which initially I went there for, because it was known as the rugby school, and it still is. Test the waters, and that's just next level way when you go from a small town to a huge city. Like, you go from being the best in your position at that small town to a whole different kettle of fish, and you're like, in the third best team, and you're like, oh, whoa, it's it kind of humbles you down a bit, and it's like, okay, I'm not as good as what I thought I was, and makes you work harder, because you kind of like, when you know that you're the best in your town, you kind of relax back a bit. So that was good, bro. Like, it's such a good sporting school, and it taught you a lot of good traits there. And then played a lot of golf and cricket as well through school there. And then after school, attempted going to uni. That didn't end up going too well. I just partied too much. didn't really like studying. I was studying sports rec and law at the time, but I also had a part-time job in Fonterra, and the money was just pretty good, bro. So I threw the uni in and just went with a full-time job there. So yeah.
And you've been there ever since, eh?
Yeah, bro, I've been there. It'll be 8 years next year in March.
Nice.
Wow.
So yeah, shift work for 8 years, bro. It's starting to take its toll.
That's crazy, man.
All right, man.
This is the first time I mentioned meeting for Shaun for the first time. I think I knew you, and now he was competing in 2019. I think we became Instagram. We started following each other, and we started messaging each other. I think that was my comeback show in 2019.
Bro, I had no idea who you were and then I seen an old photo of you with the dreads.
Yes, right.
And I was like, that guy. I was like, it's that guy.
did we ever compete in like 2017 or something like that? No?
I think we missed each other every time, man. Like, we've done so many shows, but every time we missed.
That's right.
Each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy because you know, I think you actually done like how many shows have you done, Sean? You've done quite a lot.
I had to go back through Nash's messages from our last podcast that we did, because Nash mentioned that I was a two-time national champion, and I was trying to figure it out because I thought I was only won nationals once.
Yeah.
But it was in the same kind of. It was a weird year where they added like a different category, and but yeah, the list. I don't know. I think it's 9 shows.
Yeah. So me and you
16 medals.
Wow.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
awesome.
So me and you are pretty much the same. So we've done quite a lot of shows, you know. Like people don't understand, like 9-10 shows in bodybuilding is like pretty much like playing like 40 matches in cricket, 50 matches in cricket.
Straight up.
Technically, if you see 100%, because you're prepping for that long. You know? That's a lot of
exactly
shows that you've done. And I think it was 2019 because I didn't compete in 2018 nationals because we got married and we moved to our place and all that, and the year was busy. So 2019 I started competing, and all of a sudden me and Sean started following each other. And I remember there was one show that I did was the natural show at the Hamilton. So Sean, so there was this page called New Zealand Bodybuilding page, and I 100% agree with Sean, right? Yeah, because I'm very honest with myself as well. The show after that I should have never won it, but the show with Sean commented, in my eyes, I had the overall, you know, and Sean actually said it on the bodybuilding page that, you know, I should have won the show. And I was like, man, this guy's amazing. You know, thanks so much. And then I literally checked his page and I see this physique. I'm like, this guy is redonkulous. Like his muscle bellies are crazy. Yeah. And I see he's posing and I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is a crazy physique right here. You know, I mean, you got some crazy muscle bellies, man. And I was going to ask you who was your coach? Like, were you coached by yourself or you had a coach?
No, Kurt Dell was my coach for that last show. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I saw you. You know, I saw this week. So I thought you were still competing, but you actually have gone. You've done competing by then. You know, I think your last show was like 2018. So tell me, like, how did you get into bodybuilding? You know, like going from like cricket and rugby and all that kind of stuff. I mean, golf. What made you get into the sport of bodybuilding?
So I mean, I got my first gym membership at 16.
Me as well.
Do you remember Tamati, Nash?
Tamati Lee. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, so me and him
together. And you guys like, do you remember this guy?
Bro, Alwyn, if you saw this guy's chest, it was
bro.
Like Nash will tell you, bro, he could have been like a Phil Heath. He was huge.
Straight. He had the genes for a bodybuilder.
Is it Islander? Islander guy?
Nah, Maori boy. Maori fella.
Is he Maori boy?
Yeah.
Bro, they got that crazy genetics, man.
Bro, he's just like this huge hanging chest. Like he used to, in the hostel, every night, he used to get the rubbish bins, I don't know, about 30 centimeters high, and he'd place 2 of them down, and he'd do about 1,000 incline press-ups every night.
Wow.
You're joking?
No, I'm not. I'm serious, man. Honestly. And then, like, he would sneak out at, like, because I think bedtime this was probably when we were, like, year 11. So bedtime was 10 o'clock. And he would go for a shower at, like, 11:30 because he's obviously sweating.
Yeah.
And, bro, honestly, 1,000 press-ups. I'm not even lying. Like, it was crazy. And he just grew this huge chest.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, that's how I got into the gym. So me and him signed up at the Unirec. And I remember, like, winter mornings getting up at, like, 4:30 because the gym opened at 5. And we weren't allowed cars at the hostel until your 7th form. So we had bikes and we'd put on all this winter clothes and we'd bike to the uni. And it was probably, how many Ks to the uni from school? Nash, probably like 8K?
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't that long with driving, but with biking, it would be 20 like 20 minutes. Hey, yeah.
But it's cold, you know, like middle of winter and stuff. So we used to do that, and then we used to go after school as well. And we were just addicted to it, you know. So we did that, and then I just found a passion through that. And then, as Nash mentioned before, our friend Matt, we used to just go to uni, do our classes, and then come back to my flat and put some like Kai Green and stuff on, and just sit there with our chicken and rice and fascinate over these bodybuilders. And then Matt suggested one day, "Oh, we should do a show," and I was like, "Okay, that's right." So,
Wow.
so yeah, we went down to Grant at GQ, the Grant. Yeah, and he coached us for our first show, and that was a Naba Whakatane show, Naba Bay of Plenty, and he beat me. And I haven't had the chance to get him back because he only did one other show. I think
he only did one other. Yeah.
But yeah, and that's it. Kind of went from there. Right, got the.
When was this? 2012, 2013?
Hold up, I'll have a look.
Yeah, bro.
I copied him that list before. So 2014.
2014.
Right.
Wow.
So me and Shaun pretty much started the same time to live, because I started at age of 16 as well, but at the grammar gym because I couldn't afford a gym membership, back then. So wow, that's crazy, man. So that was 2014.
Yeah, those were the good days where you just look at a weight and put muscle on. You're just those newbie
games. 100%.
Chest and buys Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Lots of leg there, right?
What was it being coached at that young? Because you would have been sort of 19, 20 at that time. What was your approach from just your reaction and approach to the nutritional lifestyle, maybe to the change of training and stuff, because bodybuilding is obviously a different beast and stuff. How did you approach that, and what was your reaction?
Well, we didn't kind of go straight into prep, so it was quite good. We got a taste of it first, just through an off season, and I remember calories were ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I think it was like around 5,000 calories, and I just never eaten that much food before. And I'm not a big eater. I know there's some guys that will eat 5,000 calories in one sitting like pretty easily.
Crazy.
I'm not a big eater. So we kind of set a good off season forward, and then we went from there. But no one says their first show is easy.
Bro.
There were slip ups, always trained properly and stuff, but with the diet, always slip ups, just looking forward to that cheat meal, it was just kind of got to the point where it's just, dragging along, like I just wanted to finish it, it wasn't that enjoyable anymore.
Wow.
But then because it's being your first show, you don't know what to expect. And then once you got on stage, you're like, well, this is pretty sweet. We had a pretty big group come and watch us, big group of friends and family and stuff. And we booked a place out there, and it was awesome. And then just after that, it went from there. So.
Oh, nice, man.
So that was the NABA show, in 2014.
Yeah.
So how many? So when did you make your transition to the IFBB? How many shows did you do at NABA?
Only one NABA show.
Okay.
Once I got into the scene of that, I kind of seen the what would you call the caliber difference between NABA and IFBB.
Yeah.
And I think everyone can agree that the IFBB does have better caliber of athletes. Mind you, I did see the last one NABA show that was just recently. There was actually some really good physiques.
Bro, I saw that as well. I was so shocked, man.
Everyone was really good condition.
They were really good.
Yeah.
I was very shocked.
But that's why I switched, man. I knew that I wanted to be mingling with the best. So made the transition in 20. When did I say my first show was? 13,
2014.
2014.
So then I did the 2015 Pro-Am. That was my first IFBB show. So I went real deep. Just went with a real, because that's a big show. And that was my first IFBB one. So yeah.
So were you coaching yourself at this point as well? Your own coaching?
Was I?
Yeah. Were you still coaching yourself?
You were
coach all this long?
No, I had Grant. Yeah. Grant was coaching me for the first NABBA show, and then IFBB I had after that was Taryn, and she coached me for quite a few shows.
That was Nash's coach as well, Nash.
Taryn was my coach for 2.5, 3 years.
She's been like, she's done all the pros, like Jay Kempers, Jeremy Tavaga as well. You know, she's like the old
Marcus as well.
She's like the guru.
Yeah. Oh, she's coached.
Well,
yeah, she's coached quite a lot of people that have even branched out and done, like Jeremy, you just said, Marcus as well.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So how long were you with Taryn for again, sorry?
Oh, maybe 2 years, 2.5 years. It was a good chunk of shows.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Oh wow, that's a long time, and that's a massive season. Like honestly, to be 2 years with a coach, because pretty much because your last show was 2018, so you probably did quite a few shows with Taryn, eh?
Yeah, there would have been 4 or 5 shows.
Wow.
That's awesome. What about so to take after the pro-am, as your career was starting to establish a little bit more, what was your mindset in terms of maintaining that self-discipline? Because a lot of people, and we've talked about it in previous episodes, where these people that do 1 show or 2 shows, and it's obviously for the classic social media and the whole they don't have the right foundation. How did you manage to develop a solid foundation so much that you're able to continue training for the next comp the following year and so on, and get to a point where you're now doing
I just enjoyed it, bro. I just enjoyed the whole process. I knew what the feeling was like at the end, and you work towards that. You know, it's only a few minutes on stage, but just the satisfaction of finishing something, it's really rewarding, and especially because when I did the pro-am show, I came away with quite a good few results. Then they had the like an overall novice, so you had the men's bodybuilding. So I did the junior bodybuilding, and then the men's bodybuilding under 80 kilos, and then all the novices in the men's bodybuilding go up against each other. And
right.
Then they have an overall novice, and that was quite cool. They don't do it anymore, but so I won that one as well, and it was funny because I almost didn't go out because I was like the lightest. There was like under 80, under 90, under 100, and then over 100. And these guys were like huge, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to win. And the backstage lady was like, yeah, and the backstage lady said, just go out, you never know. So I was, all right, so I went out and I won. So there's a video and I swear during it, and it's quite funny. Like you can't hear me, but you can lip read it. Like I'm just blowing away that I believe it. I'm like, yeah.
Yo.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I guess it was just that, man. It was just that rewarding process through it all. You know, you go through the trenches and sacrifice so much, but you come away with a lot as well. And it doesn't just impact one area of life. You know, you learn so many valuable tools through it that you can apply in all the different aspects of life.
Yeah. What would you say? Oh, sorry. I was just going to ask.
No, you go, Nash.
You go. Well, what can you tell the listeners in terms of what you've learned in terms of apply, like the lessons you've learned from bodybuilding that you've been able to apply into other aspects of your life, man?
I guess just the drive to want something and finishing something that you start. Always finish something that you start,
regardless of the situation, eh?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than starting something and not finishing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
100%.
Like, even if it sucks, just finish it. Like, and then if you've only got 10 weeks, just do it.
Yeah.
Just finish it, no matter what it is. If you're studying something, it's funny because I didn't finish uni. It's like, and I wish I did, but at the same time, I wouldn't be in the financial position that I'm in currently. If I carried on with uni. So
that's crazy because like me and you kind of have the similar stories because I didn't finish uni as well. Like I dropped out, you know what I mean? But if I actually had to go uni, I don't think financially I'll be stable like I am today. It's crazy, man. That's 100%. And
that year, that was the first year Tom Shaw.
Yeah, I know Tom Shaw.
Yeah, so he competed in the Arnold the week before, and I was like,
did you
oh
beat
my
him?
god, I'm going up against this dude.
Yeah.
And this was a few years ago, right? And
yeah.
on the live stream, he was the only one that you could see striations in his glutes, and I was like,
oh,
yeah.
And the quality was rubbish, and for you to see his striations on the live stream, I was like, oh my god. So we're backstage, and this guy drops his pants, man, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Oh my god! I'm like, okay, well, there's first place.
Wow. So you and Tom actually competed together in that show?
There was me, Tom, Jordan Earl, and
did Jordan Earl do that for sure?
That was all in the junior class. Junior
right. Wow. So who won that class? You, or was it who won it?
Tom won it. I came second, Jordan third, and then this other guy fourth. I can't remember the other guy.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh man, I don't know that because actually, my first show was in 2017, bro. Like I did a prep in 2016, so yeah. It was in 2017.
It's hard case, bro, because you look back at like all the pros now, and it was like all the like bikini pros and physique pros and stuff. They were like down there, and they were just kind of emerging too. It was like I don't even think Kurt wasn't a pro.
No, that's right.
They were. Yeah, it was crazy.
My former coach Jeremy was a pro back because Jeremy and Bray. Yeah. So they were pro.
After my last show, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was like, I'm pretty sure Jeremy said, "Oh, you've got like one of my favorite physiques," and I was blown away because he's pro. And
because Jeremy coached me for 5 years, bro. Like all the shows that I did was with Jeremy. He's the man. He's we work together now. So true. Wow. I think they were pros since 2013. Jeremy and Bray. Yeah. So I don't think Kurt was a pro. I don't think Sheena was a pro. A lot of the pros who are today are not pros.
Not pros back then. Yeah. Wow.
Nah. I was going to ask you, Shaun, this question. So, there are a lot of people who use bodybuilding for, like for me, example, the reason why I used bodybuilding is because I was not confident, and it was kind of like a thing to prove myself that I can do something in life, if you know what I mean. Like I used to play cricket a lot, but I saw myself that I would not go far. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe if I can I could have. I don't know, But, we see guys lifting and you want to look like the specimen of a man. You know what I mean? But the reason why I used bodybuilding was to, like, as Nash was saying, for me to apply the patience. Like if you go through a prep, right, you see how much weeks you diet and how much patience you have to take, because you start a prep, you're not going to get shredded in a week, right? It's going to take ages to get shredded, right?
Yeah.
So the process of it is absolutely amazing. Like, you love it. That's what I enjoyed, like you. But the reason why I used bodybuilding was because I wanted to be confident in life. I wanted to kind of like be accepted in the society. That was my way of using bodybuilding, right? What was your way of like all of a sudden being like, I just want to go and train, other than just seeing the other guy's big chest or whatever? But there should be a reason for you to be like, I just want to do this, right?
Yeah. Well, the gym, when I first started gymming, bro, it was kind of like a mental escape. Like you said with the confidence thing. So back at school, I had real bad acne. Like I had to be medicated for it. And I've got quite a lot of scarring from it as well, and I was very self-conscious of it. The gym was kind of an escape to. I was kind of like, well, I can do something with my body. I can't fix my face, so I was like, I might as well.
Right.
Do something with that, and it just grew confidence. Seeing changes within that, and while my skin was obviously clearing up as well, and it helped. But it's always stuck with me that it's just a mental getaway. The gym, it's not all about the numbers and putting on muscle and shit like that. Sometimes it's just going in there and
100%.
And just
100%.
not even, just throwing a few weights around and coming out feeling 10 times better.
Bro,
Yeah.
handy, man.
So, I mean, and even till today, bro, like today, we'll get into it later, but I'm not, I'm not striving to get bigger or anything. So it's just a lot of the time it's just a mental break. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Cool. So Shaun, bro, you're a married man and you're a father now as well, man. And
awesome.
yeah, that's epic, and it's crazy actually to hear, because I'm married now, and having, sort of looking back at the high school days, it's like crazy. It's crazy to see a lot of people sort of transitioning into that stage of life. So so tell us about that and how you're balancing that with your training, man.
Well, at the moment, I'm not really, because it's
at
the moment it's a bit of a mess. Like, put lockdown aside, we're in a jumbled living situation, I'd put it, at the moment. So we're building a house that's God knows how long away. They keep kind of holding us up a bit. That's going to be ready next year. So in the meantime, when at Fonterra, we do 2 days, 2 nights, and then 4 days off, 12-hour shifts. So on my 2-day shifts, we stay with my parents because it's about an hour drive from work. And then on my 2 night shifts, we stay with my wife's parents. And then on our 4 days off, we come down. We've got a family batch down in Kinloch. It's about 20 minutes to the side of Taupo. And so we stay here. And when we're in Taupo, I've got an Anytime Fitness membership in Taupo, so I just train 3 days out of my 4 days off. So I'm really only training 3 days out of the whole 8. Because my week is an 8-day week. I don't even know what today is. Just because
I'm lost too.
4 on, 4 off. I don't know. Like, I literally just have to look at my phone for it. I don't. That's like, and that's the same with my training style. Like, if I was more structured, I stick with an 8-day split, just because it works better. Like, there's no point in me training legs before my second night shift. This is, I've tried everything in the book, and I've worked out a good system. But yeah, at the moment, like, I mean, juggling it's not too bad, bro. My wife's pretty good. She knows that I need to get away and have that time in the gym for me to be dad. If I don't get a workout in, I'm a bit on edge.
Fair enough.
Not me exactly, so she knows I need that bit of time to get away. So I usually just train in the mornings, bro. Like, I'll get up while everyone's still asleep. I'll shoot off to the gym. So I'll get up about 5, shoot off to the gym. It's a 20-minute drive, but it's all right. And then I'll have my session and come back, and then usually I've only just woken up in the last half hour or so. So that's right, and that gets my day started, bro. It's just one box ticked, and come back and have breakfast, and away we go.
Nice, man.
So yeah, but in terms of like competing, bro, like my last show, we only had our son at the time. My daughter's only 7 months old, so we had my son at the time. But that it was pretty hard. Like, I hate people saying, "Oh, you can be both. You can be a good father and you can put 100% into prep." You can't.
No.
People don't get it until you have a child.
Unless you got no job, or you own a business and like you can lax back for 12 weeks. So that's sweet, But when you got a job, man, like, so I was doing that last prep. I would wake up at 2:00 in the morning before a day shift.
Right.
I'd go do my cardio, and then I'd do my posing after cardio because there's no one in the gym, so it's mint. There's an upstairs room. I'd go pose in there for 20 to 30 minutes, shower, and then off to work 12 hours, come back, wait till my son went to sleep, and then I'd go train. So I was, sometimes not getting into the gym until 8:00 at night. And that's just the way I balanced it. But it was good because that prep was very different. I switched everything off when I wasn't in the gym. I didn't think about prep. It was weird. I just ate my meals, went about my business, because I kept it quiet too. I didn't tell anyone.
For real? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was funny because I was looking back on photos and I was talking to Kurt the other day about how I kept it quiet, and he put a photo up of me on the night before the Waikato show, and someone thought he tagged the wrong person, and then I put the photo up, and they were like, "Holy!" Like, like, where'd your face go? And I was like, "Oh, that's good. That's what I wanted to hear." So, but it was the best way to prep, bro. No, like, out of all my prep, the best way to prep was just keeping silent, because all my other preps I've worried about putting photos or content up. Like, it might be a bit different with you, Owen, with your coaching business and stuff. That might be,
it's very hard.
Content for you.
But
I loved it, man. I just kept quiet. Like, didn't talk to anyone. Obviously, people figured it out that I trained in the gym with. They obviously saw me getting leaner and leaner and leaner. I'm like, hang on, I'm like, what's going on? Are you doing a show? And so the balancing act of that was difficult, man. Like, towards the end of the prep, I couldn't even pick up my son. It was, and that sucked, like, I was so exhausted.
Wow.
Not being able to pick him up.
Wow.
It was.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was, and it was only for the last few weeks, but like, I was on death's door, bro. Like, I know everyone says this, but at work because I wear steel cap boots at work. I had 2 pairs of thick work socks on, and then I'd wrap them under my feet again because I had no fat on the balls of my feet, and it was sore to walk on.
Damn.
So yeah, bro. Like, I couldn't even sit down for like a long period of time. Like, I just had no fat on my anywhere. It was
that's crazy, man.
Like,
like, seriously, that's ridiculous.
Next level, bro.
I mean, I've seen Shaun's photos. Nash, can you able to bring the screen up?
Yeah, man. Hey, okay, can you guys see that?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
can see that.
Surely. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, look at that. Deary me. Now when Shaun says that, I feel shit. honestly, like, I've competed in my years, and I'm so honest, right? I have never been in that condition, and I'm very critical. Nash, me and you have never achieved that level of condition.
Never, bro.
You know what
Absolutely
I mean?
never.
And
yeah,
I want to achieve it one day. Like, and the thing is, my condition is good. Like, a lot of people say my condition is really good, but I'm so critical with myself. Shaun's condition is next level. That's just paper thin, shredded bone, you name it, everything's there. And also, when you see that physique, you can see how round his muscles are. You know what I mean? Bro. Like, it's just so nice, man. Shaun, how was this prep, bro? Is this the Waikato prep?
Yeah. Oh no, that's Nationals.
That was the National 2018, eh?
Yeah.
Is this that glute shot as well? Yeah. Look at that. Look at those glutes. I wish I had those kind of glutes, man.
Bro,
honestly.
That's insane. What about this one? This the comparison image.
Yeah, so that's my first show.
That's the first show.
Yeah.
So Shaun, that first show was in 2015, eh?
Is that 2014 one?
2014 one, eh?
The 4 years difference.
That's the 4 years. And how much tissue did you build between these two photos?
I wouldn't be able to tell you, bro. There's another photo between 2 years somewhere. If you scroll down, it's quite freaky because it's only about 2 kilos difference, and it looks like a lot more.
Look how grainy you are, man.
Yeah, that one there to the right. Down the comparison. Yeah, click on that.
Oh, that was right there.
That was national. That's national.
Bro, that's 2 years.
What did I say there? There was like 2.5 kilos.
That's crazy.
Difference. See, we've got to remember though that 2.5 kilos on my frame.
On you. Exactly. I was going to say.
Yeah.
How tall are you, bro?
Whereas someone that's 169 centimeters, so like 5.
We're the same height.
Yeah.
Me and you are the same height. So 2 kilos on our physique is like 5 kilos on 5 or 6 kilos on Nash's, because Nash is like 6'2".
Yeah.
I'm 6'1".
So,
6'1.5". Sorry. Yeah.
So because we're shorter guys, like as Sean was saying, it's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. Can you keep on scrolling, Nish, please?
Yeah, man. Scroll down.
Scroll down, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one of yours. Wow, man. I mean, looking at that physique is insane, bro. Like,
Yeah.
really, you know, I
Crazy.
think, wow. I'm such a big fan of your physique, honestly, man. And I wish you were still competing because I would definitely root for. I'm a guy, you know, and I like physiques.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Straight up.
And one of my mates called Harry Booth. He's actually competing in. I think he's competing in. He was meant to compete like in the Christchurch show. I don't know if you know Harry Booth. Amazing class of physique, man.
Yeah.
I competed with the guy.
You, is he?
No, hell no. He's
I thought you said coaching him.
no. He's his own coach. He does his own stuff. He's one of my good friends. Amazing physique. Everything was like crazy, you know. So,
Bro, there's so many physiques that have just gone off the planet. Like, do you know Nico?
Nico
Grundy? Wellington guy?
I've heard of him. Yes, I've heard of him, but I don't know him though.
He's freaky, bro. He could be a classic physique pro. Dylan Nash, he's a Nelson boy.
Dylan Nash, yep. I've heard of him again. Never spoke to him.
Yeah, he could have been a pro, and then obviously Ryan as well.
Ryan, bro. I've seen Ryan live. He's tremendously strong.
Yeah, bro. Yep. I remember when he was like RDL in like 180 for like 15 reps or something stupid.
Sheesh.
Because he used to send me his updates, and like he used to send like RDL would be like 12, and I was like, not good enough, 14 next week, and then he'd come back next week, he'd be like, yeah, I got 14. I was like, you should have got 15.
Sheesh.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's crazy. That's the mindset you should have, eh?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. That's crazy,
insane,
man.
Wow.
Do you think now with you I'd like to ask you, it's a pretty random question, but with the Olympia coming up as well, there's a lot of talk around the open men's division and stuff, obviously, because it's the main attraction. With you having done a quiet prep back in 2019, now with you having that mindset, what are your thoughts around Phil Heath? Do you reckon he's coming back to compete, or do you what's your gut telling you, or do you think maybe because he's slowly heading towards that retirement route, you know? Well, where's your thoughts at around that, man?
Bro, honestly, it's going to sound so bad, but I've been like following zero Olympia.
No, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't have a clue, but
right.
I mean, why wouldn't he? What's he got to lose? I mean, he's already lost it, so why not come back?
Yeah.
He's still what is he? 34, 36?
Nah, he's 40 now.
Early 40s, eh? He's been around for
early 40s.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe he's just thinking one more. I'd love to see Kai come back.
That'll be awesome.
Same, yeah. I never think he will though. I don't think he'll ever do it, man.
He's getting up there, eh? Age-wise as well.
He's like 46, I think. He looks so crazy, dude.
Oh yeah.
That guy lives and breathes bodybuilding. He looks like he's like 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
He's gonna compete.
He's just in prep mode 24/7.
Yeah. He's been
100%.
doing quite a lot of Hollywood projects as well.
Yeah.
Recently. So I don't know, maybe
that's his main focus.
Well,
eh?
What?
He was in Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard about that.
He's a weird guy, man. Super weird.
Yeah.
He's anyway, Sean, I was gonna ask you this question right now. You know, this guy with this amazing physique and all that, you know, has crazy potential. But all of a sudden you just stopped. You just went out of the radar, you know. What's up with that? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, well, I guess I was pretty disappointed on my last show, I guess.
You mean 2018 Nationals?
2018, yeah.
Was there a pro card given that year?
There was.
Who won that pro card?
Shane Hunter.
Shane Hunter.
Classic physique.
Right. So talk to us about what happened. Like why did you stop? Like tell us what happened.
I wouldn't say I've stopped, but I've put the brakes on for sure. Like I'll never say never.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that always feels like there's some unfinished business. But then there's a part of me as well. It's like, which I'm in the mind frame now. It's like, why do I need a judge of a panel of judges to tell me what they think's a pro physique or not, when
100%.
Wow.
a million other people have told me otherwise.
Yeah,
but
bro.
the 1% have told me differently. So, and I don't need justification of that, bro. But I mean, yeah, like I said, never say never. That 2018 show did take quite a bit. It was a hard pill to swallow. I had quite a few pros message me, envying my physique. Why didn't you win? Da da da. I don't know. I can't tell you.
I mean, like, no disrespect to Shane and all that. I think Shane is awesome. He's got a good physique, but I did follow that show in 2018, and I was very shocked. I was actually very shocked when actually Shane won that pro card because, I'm not taking the work ethic from the guy. He's a freak. He's got a really nice body, but he's more of a bodybuilder to me. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see him as bodybuilder as well, bro. And I'm hoping
I don't see him as a classic guy.
Yeah,
no,
I hope he transitions into like a 2-1-2 if he does.
That's what I mean. Now he's a massive dude. He's huge. Like he's got really good muscles. But when he won that classic physique pro card, I was like, nah, man, it's just not right there. Because he doesn't look like a body. It just doesn't look like a classic physique guy at all.
Even like I believe I should have won that class, but not the pro card. I think Dylan Nash should have won the pro card.
Wow.
Who's Dylan Nash, the guy, eh?
Yeah.
You're speaking about. Is he on Instagram?
Yep.
Nash, can you check his page, please?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
His photos don't really do him justice, eh? Like he doesn't really showcase his physique as much as
Can you type in Dylan Nash? Oh, there you go.
There, top one. Oh, lost it.
The top one.
Oh, it's private.
Oh, it's private. Crap.
Yeah.
That sucks. Oh well.
Let me see if he's on. If you can see, maybe Google Images.
Yeah, Google. Dylan Nash, not Ash.
Yeah, Nash.
Oh, is it NAS? Yeah, NASH. Go on, images.
No, that's not him.
No. Now just go to images and see. Is he one of the? Is he here, bro?
No.
What about his Facebook? Well. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him, but I really don't know. Oh, okay. So who won that class? Shaun?
Yeah, that was Shane. So me and Shane were in the same class.
Because you did classic, that year.
Yeah, I did classic and bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then Kurt come up to me and he said, "Oh, Mo said, you've got these amazing glutes and that you shouldn't hide them." So Kurt was like, "I've got a feeling that you might win the bodybuilding." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then I didn't win the bodybuilding. I was like,
"Oh shit!"
So but I shouldn't have won the bodybuilding, to be honest. Like, who won?
I don't know who won the bodybuilding that year.
Can't believe I've forgotten his name. Big fella up in Auckland. Him and his wife are both pros.
Is it Denver?
Denver. Yeah, Denver.
Oh, Denver. Oh, yeah.
Denver.
Yeah, and
yes.
I thought
Denver's ridiculous, of course.
Yeah, because I was peeled, and I was like, well, if I stand next to Denver, it was going to be.
He is
huge.
I didn't
win the class, so.
Denver is like 120 kilos off.
Bro, freaking insane,
freak,
man.
So he's just and I do agree, 100%. Like, that's out of the equation. But I don't know, man. Like, I mean, Dylan, I don't know his physique, but do you think you should have he actually won over you?
Who's that, sorry?
Dylan Nash, because your condition was ridiculous, bro, and your structure is crazy.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. We'd need to stand side by side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. So after that, you were like, I mean, did you get very upset? You were like, it just drove your motivation down hard.
It was hard, bro. Like before they even announced, because they were reading it out. When they read out third place, I started walking to the center, and Shane asked me after the show. He's like, "Why did you start walking?" I was like, "Because I knew. Like, I knew months ago what the outcome was going to be."
Wow. Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
Months ago as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a business.
Yeah,
it's a business. I can't provide for it, and that's fair enough. That's what it is.
At the end of the day, like as I said this to Nash as well, and I'm gonna say it out. Like I do respect the judges. I respect their opinions. I respect the federation, but that doesn't mean I agree with them.
No, exactly. And I mean, I'm gonna have a biased side to it, obviously.
I'm gonna have my own exactly.
At the end of the day, but when I've got people messaging me that are pros and that were in the stage, like under
100%.
the crowd, that people that won't actually announce it on social media because of what will happen. But I'm not going to put any names out there. But there were multiple pros and people who messaged me. So yeah.
And bro, like your physique is a pro caliber material, man. Honestly, like you're. I was gonna tell you that to Nash.
It isn't,
crazy.
like it's kind of it sucks.
No, I mean like. Let's be honest. There are pros in this country who should not be pros. You know what I mean? Yeah. Honestly, like, no disrespect. Everyone works hard. Man, I work hard too. Nash, you work hard. My man, you work hard as well. I still don't think I should be a pro. Honestly, I have way longer. I gotta do so much more tissue. You got to be realistic with yourself at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And there are some pros in this country who should not be pros. Simple as that. Yeah. But looking at your physique, you have a pro state physique, 100%. And but unfortunately,
it is what it is.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
is what Nash said.
I was only 25 at the time, so it would have been, I was like, well, I've still got a lot of time, and Mo did bring me up after the show, and he was trying to press on me to pursue bodybuilding rather than classic.
Right.
He just said, when you turn around to the back, like he just said, like your glutes are just unreal. You've got, you're at a perfect height for 212. But
but like,
I mean, that's I'd have to get up, 100 kilos, man, off season. Plus,
that's like, I mean, like, what's a bodybuilding show is only judged by your glutes?
No, yeah, exactly.
It's like a crazy statement, like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just no. I think honestly, you're better at classic for me. I think you've got a perfect classic body. Not that I'm saying you can't do bodybuilding. I think you can do bodybuilding, but as you said, me and you only 5'6". I mean, we need to be at least 100 kilos to and then cut down and be around 85, 87 kilos.
Damn.
On a stage, and that's a lot of weight on my height, man. On the height, trust me.
I would have loved to do it the year after, where Dan Forks got his pro card, because we're pretty similar physiques.
Was it 2019?
Was that 2019?
Yeah, the year after I competed, because I beat him in 2018 at Nationals, and then he went on to win a pro card in 2019.
The Prime?
He blew up though. In fairness, he just went massive, and
Wow.
But it would have been cool to be up against him in that year, giving myself another year to add mass and focus on it, and being side by side with him, because he's a physique that they could compare us with, like for height, same sort of bone structure and stuff like that.
I haven't seen the guy, but
damn,
it seems like a good guy.
So what is so what is that? So I think Alan sort of touched on it a little bit, but do you see yourself maybe going into, because people talk about you maturing as you get older physically as well, like going to the 30s. I guess that's why you see a lot of the Olympia champions. I think the last time someone won the Olympia in their 20s was Lee Haney. Ever since then, people have either been in their 30s or early 40s and winning the titles. Obviously not saying you're going to Olympia, but do you see yourself maybe in about 7-8 years time when you're in your 30s saying, oh, actually, I think I might give it another shot and see if I can get a pro card?
Maybe. If I do, it's just to achieve a pro card. It wouldn't be to try and win the Olympia or anything like that.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
There's no one in New Zealand that's going to win the Olympia.
Yeah.
No way.
That's telling how there was
Not
there
just
was
with
one
Olympia.
guy who won his pro card. I think in maybe this guy won his pro card in 2019,
Oh,
and then
I know what you mean. Yeah, Mateus.
Mateo.
Mateus.
Oh,
Mateus, the
Mateus.
Maori
is he the
guy.
South Island guy?
Yeah, half Maori, half beast guy. Mateus,
The
bro.
guy that looks like Phil Heath.
100, dude. That guy. That is Phil Heath of New Zealand. Yo, Nash. Honestly,
even
you should check
like-
him out. I mean, if he took it serious and give himself time, he could be top 8 in the Olympia.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Easily.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Other than him, I don't see anyone cracking the top either 10 in the Olympia, especially the open class.
No, no.
I just don't see anyone doing it.
Nah, neither.
Especially with the current athletes that we have right now. Just don't see anyone even doing it. Maybe another 5-6 years, but right now.
we're so far behind American bodybuilding as well, man. It's
Bro,
we're
so
in this
far,
day and
right?
age.
I mean, dude, talk about American. We are so far behind the Aussies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how many Olympians have gone to the how many people have represented Australia in the Olympia? You had Josh Alnadowicz, right? And you had there was another guy.
There's been quite a few.
Lee Priest, yes.
Lee Priest, yeah. There's been quite a few.
There's another Australian guy, isn't it? Oh, that guy, Aaron Polite.
Yeah, Aaron Polite's 212. Yeah.
So you had quite a few people in here it's about what we only had Mateus for the last 3 years. Sorry, Mateo.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And I think he did.
I mean, he came top 10. He actually did
top
pretty
10,
well. Yeah, he was top 10.
If we're including classic, you got Zohib as well.
He's really good, yes. Very nice. Yeah.
The Fijian
really
dude.
Very nice.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
Did he go
Very
to
nice
Olympia?
guy. No.
No,
So he hasn't even done a pro show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The only thing with Zwab that his legs are not matching his upper body. Like he's got, and bro, he's round like a balloon. I love his body. I'm like, I wish I had your body too, bro. You gotta see him, bro.
Yeah, he's
same.
Honestly,
I did this, dude. My first show, my first show in the Prime 2017. I competed with Swab, right? And I was gonna go to novice.
That's
I went
right.
home and I was crying, man. I told that I'm gonna go back to the night show and compete against Swab. Like, get out. Seriously.
Yeah, bro. I used to see him at City Fitness every single day. City Fitness New Market. And I'll be like, bro, this guy looks ridiculous.
Bro, he looks unfucking me. When he takes his top off, it's like, what is this? He looks unreal.
Crazy,
but
bro.
the only thing that, because he's got such a round physique, his legs are not like up to, I mean, it is not that his legs are not big. His legs are actually very big.
Yeah,
but it's just not matching his round physique, But, in time, when he does his leg training and stuff, I'm pretty sure it'll come up. Because I haven't seen Zoab for ages. I actually messaged him like about a month ago, because his coach was John Meadows.
Yeah, I was just talking to him today.
Oh,
yeah. So I was actually, I messaged him. I was like, oh, bro, just sorry. Because I was so looking forward to see you because I'm such a big fan of Zoab. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of his physique. I was like, dude, I just want to see you, and I hope you compete. So I haven't seen him, so his legs probably have blown up heaps, So we'll see, when we see these guys in the. I think he's competing in 8 weeks. Hey, Sean, is he competing yet?
Yeah. Wow.
That's still on. Well, that's apparent because IFBB still said this as it stands.
Yeah,
everything's still on as per normal. So I think it should still be. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see with COVID, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, he wins.
They're gonna have to split it into 2 days, man. Like
straight up.
If we're in we're only allowed 100 people, right? So that's basically all the athletes. So they're gonna have to split it into 2 days if they're smart about it. It would make more sense anyway doing the 2-day show.
Who would you think would do well in the Open if they go to the Olympia amongst our pros right now?
The current pros in New Zealand.
Current pros, yeah. I'm talking about the Open.
Probably only Steve.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's not there yet. Eh? Like he's not like he's not like big anymore.
Look how big he is, and
bro, he's huge.
What did he get in the Arnold? 6th, I think.
6th, yeah.
Yeah, in his last Arnold's, and like the Arnold's hasn't got the best of the best there. So
no, it doesn't.
I think Denver can do pretty well if he gives himself a bit of a year.
I haven't seen much of Denver. Eh?
He's massive. Like
he was supposed to go to Canada just before COVID hit. Eh?
Yeah. Denver was coaching me for a bit, but then for like 3-4 months. But then I was so busy with my business because building my coaching business and stuff. So I haven't spoke to Denver for a long time. But he's a potentially 100% a dude who can do well if he gives himself about 3-4 years of really going hard. Because he's improved each year so much, and the guy is very consistent as well.
Yeah.
Phil Viz or whatever's coaching him, eh?
Yeah, Phil Wiz. Phil Wiz doesn't have the best reputation, eh?
Why is that?
No, I don't know. He's got a few good pros though.
He's got a few good pros, but they
no one likes it. He just comes across as quite arrogant.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if you watch what's his name? Bodybuilding bullshit. Nick Tragelli. I don't know if you watched him. So he used to be very good friends with like Phil for ages, and he calls him Spill Wiz because all of his clients are coming.
Wow.
But apart from Phil Klaha looked amazing. Oh my gosh! Did you see that show, bro? The Tampa Pro, like a few weeks ago.
Tampa Pro.
Who was it?
This guy called Phil Klaha. He looked unreal. That was one of his Phil's. Phil Klaha. Type Phil Klaha.
How do you spell?
He's like 40. He CL. Oh, there you go, Team Klaha. That guy. He's 47 years old.
He looks like he could be Sean Roden's brother, bro.
100%. Hey. Go down.
Holy.
Yeah. Go down to his stage photos.
Stage? This is.
Yeah. Go to his stage photos. His recent stage.
I'm trying
photos.
to see if this. What date is this?
Oh, there you go.
That's him, and that's Ian, isn't it?
Ian. Yeah.
Ian Villiers. Yeah.
Go to that one right there.
Check that out.
Yeah, right there. There you go. Look at that.
Is that Ian?
That's Ian.
Yeah. So so Ian won the show. He beat Steve Kukla.
Oh, and that's okay. I didn't even recognize.
But Phil was the most conditioned guy out of all of them. Phil was peeled.
Did he come third in this?
Yeah, he came third because of structure, and he wasn't as muscular as the other two, So, but he was conditioned, bro. He was the most conditioned guy there, 100%. He out nailed like Ian comes in peeled, but literally Phil was next level.
Ian came 7th Olympia last year, didn't he? 7th or 8th?
Yeah. I think it was 7th.
7th was Hunter Labrado. So
no. 8th was Hunter Labrado. 7th was
okay.
Ian beat him. Yeah. Awesome.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. So are we gonna see Shaun back again on stage? Is that the or like never say no? I actually want to see you 100%. Like as I said,
same
I have
here,
few
bro.
guys that I'm like there are a few guys that I'm such big fans of, and I'm gonna name them. I'm a fan of Harry, my man Harry's physique. I'm a fan of Zoeb's physique. I'm a fan of who's there are some other guys. I can't remember his name. He competed with me last year. Oh, Andrew Murray. He's Andrew Murray.
I like Andrew.
Yeah. Again, the only reason we Andrew, his legs are not that big.
I thought Andrew might have come away with the pro card a couple weeks ago.
Same, but I knew he was not going to win.
Nah.
Because again, it's a business. Let's be honest.
Gonna see him walking on the stage before his name is even announced.
But I told everyone he's not going to win. It's just not going to happen. I think Michael Flows won. Michael, whatever. But he looked peeled. He looked really good. Andrew and you, man, like because you got such a nice physique. Well, I'm talking about the classic guys, For classic guys, I think you four are really up in my caliber. I don't know about other people, but it's in my caliber. So you I would love to see you again.
Straight up.
On
Same
stage.
here, man.
You know, 100%. Like, I would love to see you one day come in and, you know.
I'd love to see you too, bro, but it's just so much to sacrifice to.
Exactly. And plus now you have a family.
Involved,
Politics, yeah.
Exactly. Politics. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you know, so I was
I don't know, but when other aspects of my life are all online, I don't know. Maybe we'll look at it again, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever revisit it. We'll see.
Yeah. Especially with your new chapter of life, you know, you have a wife, we have kids.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 chance if Shaun's coming or not, right?
95.5.
that's very low. But I would
still hope.
There's still 5% hope. like a tiny bit.
Yeah.
But like I'm actually like I kind of had to say, Shaun, I'm actually not blaming you at all, you know. And I think it's a lot of disappointing, you know, when you know, like you go into a show and you're like, oh man, maybe I could have won it, you know, just being realistic, you know. And it's just because we as bodybuilders, me, you, and Nash, we know how much effort we put into the sport, how much time we have to sacrifice, you know, and our partners have to deal with moods and all that stuff, and we on our prep and all that kind of stuff, especially with you, with your kids, and now you have a family. I mean, I'm not even blaming you for not even coming back in the future, because obviously goals change. But as I said, I would love to see you again, man. You know, but there's always a 5% chance if you're gonna come on.
For sure, bro. I mean, the goal was always pro card. But once I achieved that national goal, that national champ, then it became pro card. But it's not important to me anymore. You know, it was, and then I mean, I've got other goals that I want to do outside of life. Like I'm gonna look back. Like when I get a pro card, what am I going to do with it? I'm not going to go and win a pro.
That's what I mean.
I'm not going to win a pro show, and it's just a whole lot of money to go step on a stage. And yeah, I'd rather just train like I am now, look better than still like most people on the beach or whatever, and still look half good. I just don't need to go on stage and present it.
Wow,
100%, man.
I can eat what I want. So
that's what a perspective
that's
that
awesome.
is, eh? Sheesh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but the biggest one was that national championship, bro. Like Nash will tell you like how many national titles were read out at school through the 5 years there. Like, and when you're sitting in that assembly hall, you just envy those people so much, and you want to be there as well. And
so
like,
of course.
The rugby boys always winning, the rowing, the cricket. You wanted to be on that top elite, and you wanted to know what that felt like. And then when I won that the junior bodybuilding in 2016, that was like my most successful achievement, you know. It was that national title, which I'd been like dreaming of, you know. So it was nice to get it, even though
was it the 2016 nationals?
Yeah, 2016 nationals in Wellington that year. Yeah.
I remember Marcus Lim was doing the show as well.
That's the one. I think Terrell came second to you, eh?
Yeah, so I was up against Terrell. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Terrell, man, Terrell.
He's a good dude, man. He was really helpful.
Very nice
first year in Auckland, that guy was really helpful in the gym, man. Like, he
helped you a lot, with your physique and stuff.
With 2016, 2017, I think he moved down to Christchurch for a little bit, around 2018. But yeah, when he was here, he was very helpful. He was actually quite helpful to a lot of people in the gym, which was pretty cool.
I liked Terrell because remember, we used to be like the City Fitness community. Me, you, Drew, Bala, Terrell would come in. That Mike Josh guy would come in. Mike. So that was the 2017 career, you know?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Huge, so many people up there.
Yeah, man.
Bro, massive.
Oh yeah,
like massive itself. Like for Auckland, like if you compare this to like Sydney and stuff, it's like nothing, you know. Like,
bro.
But for Auckland, like 100%.
Straight up.
You know,
straight up,
easily.
Straight up.
Cool,
man.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much, Shaun. Bro, really appreciate you taking time out of your day, your busy schedule, man. Happy Father's Day for tomorrow as well, bro. That's exciting.
Yeah, bro. Like, thank you so much. I mean, this is the first time I got to say this. When I was competing in 2019, Shaun supported me a lot. He used to send me messages saying I look good and all that. I didn't even know this guy, you know, and it was so nice of you to say that. And also put in that comment on, I still have it on the saves on the albums. Because I was so gutted, bro, when I lost that show. Literally, I put it Instagram and my
I
coach just
remember
like,
your Instagram.
I'm that guy, dude. I was like,
Wasn't
good.
it something
My
about your
wife,
back?
huh? Yes,
Wasn't it something?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even gonna go there, dude. I still get mad. Okay, all right. If I, oh my gosh,
Yeah, fair enough,
I'm not even
bro.
gonna go there.
Fair enough.
I used to, I put the rand up, and my wife and my coach, they're like, "Bro, you're competing in nationals. Can you put it down? Like,
Yeah.
don't like, because you're in that moment and you're so angry because you work so hard, and
Shouldn't
I'm
have to
like,
be like
this
that,
is,
though, eh?
huh?
That shouldn't have to be like that. You should be able to just say whatever you want
100.
and go about
You
it.
can't though, Nash. Bro, we live in a world where you do that.
Sensitive.
Then-
PC, man.
Sensitive, exactly. So yeah, man, thank you so much. I mean, you really supported me that year, and I really appreciate it. And thank you for coming in, because I've actually wanted to have a good chat with you and talk about your life and bodybuilding and all that. So hopefully we can have you back again to talk about other stuff as well. And if you come into Auckland, let me know.
Yeah, bro.
Always, me, you, and Nash can
When you
do a
guys get
session.
out of the hellhole you're in.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't
Who
even
knows
know
how
when it's
long
gonna
that's
end.
gonna
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
real question. How long is it gonna be?
I was at work and it was 2 days before it, and I was like, I've heard some things, and I've heard there's going to be a lockdown coming soon. And then 2 days later, there's a lockdown.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
actually knew it. We didn't have a
It
clue.
was a guy told me that he had a good mate that worked at Toyota, and the guys at Toyota got told prepare for a lockdown. And then with us at work, we had like a team engagement thing. We had to spend all our money by a certain date as a team,
okay.
Wow.
like it's
Yeah.
an engagement thing. And we were like, is that because we're kind of joining the dots here? And then 2 days later, there's a case out there, and yeah, of course there is.
Yeah.
So not saying there isn't, but I was like,
What's happening? I still remember when it was like 2 days. I think, yeah, because the lockdown was announced on, I think it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And then I still remember the day before going to Pack and Save, and then all the customer service people, the checkout operators and stuff, they were all wearing masks. And then I was like, oh, bro, we're about to, it's happening, man. And then and then my wife got a notification. One of my wife's colleagues said, because her son goes to Dilworth, which is one of the biggest schools up here in Auckland, and they was saying that the students have all taken their textbooks home for the next few weeks because then it was like, oh yeah, that's happening.
Here we go.
And then the next day, Jacinda announced.
And here
we have to wear masks at work the whole time. 12 hours. We've got to wear a mask for 12 hours.
Oh my gosh, bro, I hate that mask.
We don't deal with any customers. It's
That's
just
crazy.
Us, but bro, because if one of us get it, the whole site has to shut down, and then there's like nowhere for the milk to go. And we're in like the peak season at the moment for milk. Like there's millions of liters of milk going at the moment, and we're the top performing site in Fonterra. Like we make the most profit for volume out of any other site. So if we shut down, there's like millions of dollars lost in a couple of days.
That's crazy, man.
So it's like they're really over the top, bro. But it's for a reason. But it's kind of like, well, there's no cases anywhere here. It's like
that's the thing.
That's what's annoying. That's what's annoying about it.
Like people are talking about. I mean, I saw an article on stuff today saying that there's talk about New Zealand, the rest of New Zealand, south of Auckland, going down to level 2. But like that's the thing. That's all talk at the moment and stuff. And that Auckland would at least, at the max, what is it? At most go to level 3. Or at least go to level 3. When the alert levels go down.
This will make you guys laugh, eh? You guys have obviously seen the photos of the queues at like KFC and McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's like crazy because the first thing I'm like, man, these people love their takeaways. They can't live with us.
Oh, bro, it's freaking crazy.
It's crazy. We'll go weeks without it. We'll go weeks without it.
We go weeks without it.
And these guys go 2 weeks, and they're like, oh,
bro, my life is
lining up at the door.
Talk about not having cheat meals. They'll just be like, get out of here,
Yeah.
It's not live.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, well, who knows when we're gonna come out, man. And I just bought some dumbbells and some like a bench, and I just want to keep on training. But I was talking to Ash, so I was like, dude, I don't know, because it just doesn't. How many cases today, by the way?
22. Oh, 20. 20. Yeah. So it's going down, but But I don't think
really
they'll.
good.
I don't think they'll bring their level down until it goes into single digits, man.
Yeah.
When is she reviewing
Yeah.
it? Monday.
I think Monday, yeah.
I think Monday she's gonna review it.
I think it's going to be another
Yeah,
week
we'll
of
see.
level 4, bro. That's my prediction.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Have
We'll
fun
see how
with
it
it.
goes.
And then everyone else, level 2.5 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll just make up another thing, eh? Oh,
Level 1.89.
Straight up.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's wrap it up, eh?
yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you guys go like our Instagram page, Nashfish Podcast on YouTube, Nashfish Podcast on Spotify. This interview will be on Spotify as well, and we're gonna have some good episodes coming out next, few weeks. Shaun, thank you again, man, for coming in, and
no worries, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, all good,
we'll
man.
see you guys soon.
Yeah, Shaun's Instagram will be just here as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just give him a follow as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Cool. Cheers, guys. See you
See you,
later.
man.
Easy.